Arun has dialed in from Bengaluru. Arun, how can we help you?
Yeah, hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Arun, and I'm an IT professional working in Bangalore. And I have identified a property in Bangalore that is valued at about 1.3 crores currently.
Okay.
And as per my salary, my maximum loan eligibility is about 60 lakhs. And I also have a property at my native that is valued at about 40 lakhs.
Okay.
So my question is that, my property at my native is not appreciating for the last couple of years. So I want to dispose that money, and I want to know how can I plan to raise another 40 lakhs for my house purchase via mutual funds or some other better instruments. The point is that how do I dispose my property and invest that into suitable monetary instruments to fetch maximum returns?
Good question, Arun, and that's precisely why we have this show. Kartik, he wants to raise money to fund his dream home. How can he do that?
So, Arun, I want to tell you 2-3 things. Firstly, for you and for everybody else, we have to buy property for the right reasons. Yes, we buy it for an investment, but we should not buy property in a situation where we get completely cash strapped at some point of time. Because otherwise the pressure becomes so much that, we actually have a problem in terms of managing our living and day-to-day expenses. So you have to do a little bit of planning before we actually jump in with this EMI. Now, looking at your situation, 60 lakhs is your loan eligibility, which is quite comfortable based on your income. Your existing property at Calicut will give you 40 lakhs, which means we have a delta or a deficit of 30 lakhs. Now, these 30 lakhs can be raised obviously through friends and family, personal loans, but then the EMIs and the payments will become severe, and that will cause a lot of pressure on your monthly cash flow. If you want to sell your Calicut property, that's obviously a smart thing to do because you'll need that money, to make your down payment. Plus, it's not appreciating, so there is a case to sell it, which you've quite rightly sort of understood. But then, if you want to create wealth out of this 40 lakhs, then you will have to postpone your decision of getting the Bangalore property. Or the other option is that, your income increases. Now, if you are married and if you have a spouse which is also getting some sort of an income, maybe you can add that income into it. If you are buying this as an investment property, a lot of lenders would also be willing to consider a rental income which will come in and thereby which will sort of help you with your EMI. So that there are these 3 very distinct options. One, postponement, so that you can sell Calicut, invest that money, couple of years, postpone your decision, but then the budgets, etc. might change, but that doesn't matter because then my suggestion is you would go into an equity mutual fund, postpone your decision for 5 years, and you would still make a good equivalent kind of a rate of return, the kind of return that you are likely to make in property. Number 2, add somebody else's income in your income and increase your eligibility. And number 3, if both these things obviously don't work, then we have to go, into a different mode of arrangement. So now you have to weigh out whichever way you feel comfortable about doing this.
Kartik, there's this thing that came to my mind.
Yes.
Now, he says that he's eligible for 60 lakh rupees.
Yes.
And let me tell you this, Arun, in Bengaluru, 60 lakh rupees can buy you a decent home. And a decent property in a good location. And you mentioned you're an IT professional. Let me tell you that a lot of the IT-driven markets in Bengaluru, you will find homes over there within a 60 lakh budget if you choose to work within it. Now, I'm telling you this also because, feeding in from the other shows that we keep doing on buying and selling property. All the experts who come in keep telling us that this is not a great time to actually sell property. And like you said, the Calicut property has not been appreciating for some time, which means even if you go out to sell the property, chances that you will be able to sell it in the next couple of months is not going to be very easy. Chances are very bleak that you'll be able to sell it as soon as you put it on the market. Even if you do, ideally you would want to get the best possible valuation for your property, which means you should not be trying to sell it in a rush. Then that will qualify as a distress sale. Probably somebody will buy it for a song and walk off. So you should, if you ask me, the other option that you could look at is, because you want to buy a home, you can buy a home within the 60 lakh rupees that you can get, that the home loan that you're eligible for, buy within that budget, rent out that property or live in it, whatever you choose to do. Take your time, sell the Calicut property, raise the other money that you want to, invest that money in mutual funds, etc. Make some more money, let this property also appreciate, and then probably you can put all of this together and try to buy a bigger property, of the kind that you actually have your eyes on. What do you say, Kartik?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, even if he wants to sell the Calicut property, use a part of that as the down payment. So if you're buying a 60 lakh budget like you're suggesting, so about 12 lakhs will have to come from your own contribution, which is 20%. Take the funding for the rest of it. You still have another 28 lakhs left in your hand, maybe 25 lakhs after stamp duty and all of that. So that 25 lakhs could be actually invested over a period of time, make some profits out of that, use those profits, make prepayments onto your 48 lakh loan, let that go down, and opportunity never really gets over. There is always going to be another opportunity, and every few years you'll get a better project and a better project to invest into. So I don't think that really runs out. So at the moment, if this is not going to put a strain on your financial resources, then go ahead. Otherwise, maybe let's just wait for a couple of years and do something right now, and maybe do another property sometime later, and that time maybe sell the existing one as well. You can always do all those things.
Right.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.